another easy guitar arrangement. We've got another Christmas-themed arrangement here with O Come, O Come, Emmanuel. This is kind of like another traditional Christmas piece. It's also kind of a cool one because it's in a minor key rather than a major key. All the minor key Christmas songs tend to be some of the coolest ones. And this one's no exception. So let's just jump right into it and start taking a look at some of the notes. Okay, so almost this whole thing is just, a normal kind of E minor based melody, really just sticking very closely to the notes from the E minor scale. So if you're not familiar with the E natural minor scale, definitely a good one to get used to as you're playing through this. Okay, so we're starting off on beat 4 right here. I'll have to count in a little bit with a 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you're coming in on beat 4, and then right on beat 1 of the first full bar we'll have this. Okay, we're playing up a little bit on the 4th fret of the D string, and we're playing quite a bit on the 2nd fret of the G string and 1st fret of the B string. Other than that, most of these notes are open. Again, as I always do, as I'm playing a lot of open notes, sometimes I'll use one of my left hand fingers to mute that note, mute out some of the other open notes as I'm playing through. So say if I've got like an open B to an open G, I'll kind of lower one of my fingers over that B string just to mute it out. So I get a nice clear sound there. Very good. Since these are all mostly quarter notes with like a few dotted half notes in here, try to make each note really have a lot of punch to it too. And try to keep them about the same, keep it the same tone and the same level of volume throughout that whole thing. Going into the next section. We have a lot of similar notes right here, again, still playing a lot of 2s. Occasionally, if I have to go from the 2nd fret on the G string to the 2nd fret on the D string, rather than roll just the same finger, I may actually fret that with 2 different fingers. So 2nd finger here to 1st finger right here. That's just something I personally like to do. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can roll with your 1st finger or your 2nd finger if you prefer that. Again, right here, after I've hit the open D string, going to the G string right here, I might actually use a little bit of my right hand to mute that out. So I don't know if you can tell, but when I pick the open D string, when I move up to the G, I'm letting a little bit of the skin of my thumb right here touch the G string. So the G string is actually totally muted right here, so that you don't get anything out of it. Okay, going into the final section. Okay, very similar to some of the previous melodies. When we get to this part, again, this is a little tricky right here, coming down open G, open B, open G to the 2nd fret on the D right here. Again, I'm trying to make it so those notes aren't ringing together. Again, my personal preference. You might actually like the sound of them ringing together. Doesn't sound too bad right there. But again, my personal preference is to try to keep those separate, especially since the chords are changing from this G to this C right here. Right there. So those last 3 bars, notice I might reach over with my 4th finger here. I'll probably go 2, 4, and then possibly even 1 right here. Again, I'm not too picky about what fingers I use for that last part, just as long as it feels comfortable. You could also do something like 1 to 4. It's 1, 4, 1, 0. Or I could do 2, 4, 2, 0. Or 2, 4, 1, 0. Or even just 1, 3, 1, 0. totally up to you. All of those options work pretty well since we're not playing this part super fast. Alright, so that was my easy guitar arrangement of O Come, O Come, Emmanuel. If you like that arrangement, check out some of the other easy guitar arrangements I have on the channel, and like and subscribe.